What's up, you guys? It's Aria Moon back with my mom, the therapist. We are going to be continuing part four. Four. We're on the fourth of this saga. That's really a series, but anyways, we're going to be continuing, and this one is primarily all from one individual. When they watch this, they will know who they are, but it's anonymous, so. But here we are. How do you calm down when you're having lots of anxiety? Take deep breaths like that.
I was going to make a bad joke and say Xanax. But, and actually, anyone with anxiety, medication can be a good addition to other skills, right? I am all about, I think that medication in combination with learning to do things is not a bad thing. So my Xanax joke.
My personal favorite is sitting in a ball and crying on the floor. So.
Hey, whatever works. But if you're driving, that's going to be a bad time. Okay? Like, you don't curl up and cry while you're driving. So, for anxiety, I have a lot that I really like. Deep breaths is always, that's a great one. I'll share two of my favorites, I guess. Do you know what that one is? That one is, I've not done that in a while, and just thought of that. And
She's done it on me.
Yeah, so I have a few good ones, but two that I really like. I mean, okay. Oh, God, there's so many. One thing I think is great is to go just step outside, assuming I live in Montana. She didn't say that, right? But marriage and family therapist in Utah and Montana. But, like right now, stepping outside, just like some fresh air, breathing, just being there, being present is good. Not so much like maybe last February when it was -40, but normally it's a pretty good solid bet. Another one, I think it sounds weird, and I told a guy this the other day, and I said it might seem a little odd at work to do this. People might wonder about you a little, but drawing, coloring is great. It actually activates the same parts of your brain that meditation does. So coloring can be a great one to bring things down. Like she said, deep breathing is great. Going for a walk. But I think honestly, for me personally, I think if you have the ability to just go outside and just breathe and be in some sunshine, that's good. The other one is if you are really anxious and it's safe. Okay, this is again not a driving one, no curling up in a ball and crying. Or my favorite is if you're able to just close your eyes for a minute and just pay attention to your senses. What do I smell? What do I hear? Okay, what materials am I touching? Okay, I'm drinking coffee. It's warm, blah, 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 right? Paying attention to that, you tune in, you bring your body and your mind to the present, and it can help. So I like that one a lot. It works really well, especially for kids.
Works for me. How does it feel to take everyone else's problems and make them yours too?
I don't know. Because if I did, I'd lose my mind.
You still have that?
I lost it.
I knew it.
No, okay, so yes, there's a piece of that. Some people are really good at just turning it off. I know therapists that will say, I don't think about work at all after I leave, and I think that's awesome that they can do that. My kids and my family will tell you that's not me, because I do care a lot. I am able to step back. Sometimes there's something painful, real painful, really hard that, yes, I sit with it. I don't make it my problem. I feel like it's part of being human. I guess I don't feel like it's any different than watching the news and feeling sad for somebody who's hurt, except that I know the people more closely. But for the most part, I can shut it off and leave it. And sometimes stuff's really hard and it's painful stuff. And yes, I do think of people when they're hurting, and That's okay, because cheesy, here we go, cheesy again. If you saw my previous video with the cheese, I feel like it's a blessing to be able to sit with people and be with them through their struggles. So
I don't think she said that word for word.
it probably is, because to me it is a blessing. I'm grateful that I have that. I'm grateful.
I'm grateful for this cheese.
Okay. I'm sure you are. I'm sad because you're eating it all.
I'm a growing girl.
Guess who's going to the gas station to buy more later?
Do you ever feel overwhelmed?
Do I breathe?
Right? Unless I can answer this one for you.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And that is where I talked about overwhelm earlier, and that's been a battle of mine. And as we talked about earlier in the last, I think it was the last video, I have implemented things I recommend everyone does. Things like just finding whatever your passion is that's not related to work, school, a life responsibility. Whether it's having 17,000 crafts going on at once that your husband wants to kill you for, or whether it's just gardening or whatever it is, that you can just tune out everything in your responsibilities. It's the only way to get by. You have to take care of yourself, always.
Agreed. How do you know how to help your clients effectively? I can read.
I don't. I roll the dice. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You might want to consider someone else.
I am with them. I'm present with them. I don't have a one-size approach to anything I do. Some clients, like, they just need to sit and talk and be heard, and then we go from there. Other clients, I like to go walk with them or do art with them, or it just depends on the person. And I think with that, and if anyone watching has ever been to therapy, we both have done it. I'm not embarrassed. Therapy is the shit. Like, everyone needs it at some point. I think it's like getting a tune-up on your car. You don't just let it die.
But only when it's ready.
But I was going to say there's different spaces. And I will ask people, that's the other part. How do I help them effectively? I ask, what's helping? What's not helping? What's been beneficial? What hasn't? If it's not helping, let's do something different. If it's helping, hell yeah, let's do more of it. So that's kind of my approach to it. Is it's a case-by-case basis. People are people. They're not a textbook. You can learn everything under the sun, but you cannot. There's no textbook for every single person.
Well, thank God, man, I'd be screwed.
Right?
What made you want to become a therapist?
Well,
Can't be a screwed up family genetics.
right? Like, I looked around my family and said, oh my God, there's got to be more screwed up folks that need help than us. No, really, in all honesty, I have always been somebody people talk to. I made a joke several episodes back about working in a bar and listening to drunk people tell the same story again and again. And then being a hairstylist, it's like being a therapist, but I had to stand all day and then bend over and wash hair, and it was tiring.
You got paid less.
Yeah, well, it depends on the day. But really, I actually changed my major from nursing when I decided I didn't want to get crapped on by patients to the higher ups. I just decided that wasn't my bag. And I had a little bit of a love affair with criminal minds and an obsession with abnormal psychology, which was my original major, and I felt compelled to go a different route. But yes, psychology is my jam. It is my jam. I like to psychoanalyze the crap out of people in certain situations, not in everyday life, because I don't have the time or energy for that crap.
So she says. I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. She doesn't actually psychoanalyze us. Sometimes.
I mean, a little here and there. But no, yeah, it was a series of unusual events. But I think it boils down to hearing people forever and listening and thinking, dang, I wish I knew what to say, or I wish I knew how to help. So,
Yeah, there we go. All right, guys, and that concludes the 4th.
we've been at this for a minute.
May the 4th be with you.
Look at you, punny one.
Oh, punny one Kenobi.
She needs to lay off of the vanilla Coke.
Okay.
Clearly. Sugar high or lack of sleep, something. It's not.
It's definitely sleep deprivation.
Pretty sure. Not healthy. For the person who asked, I don't know if it was this one or a previous one, but about improving your mood. Sleep's good.
Yeah.
And a healthy diet.
Yeah. And with that, we will see you next time.